Welcome back. So today's project is to get the greenhouse rabbit situation fixed up and ready so that I can do weed block fabric on the west and the east side, and that I have the rabbits in the middle. So basically what I'm planning, it's a 16 by 36 foot greenhouse. Those two flags are my 4-foot center path, which just so happens to be a little bit wider than the width of the dough hutches. So the plan is to have a path that goes from the door to about back where these two flags are. And that's going to be the rabbit hutches for the next month or so until they get moved outside. The sides of this will then be a 6-foot roll of, or 6-foot width of weed block fabric here, and a 6-foot width of weed block fabric here. So that will let me have the rabbits out here. The protection that will afford, especially since does are all due in the next month, and also let me start planting and planning the greenhouse from there. So first order of business is to get stuff cleaned up in the center. I don't want any of the weed block fabric that's currently in here, so I'm going to take that out and pull out the leaks since they've done basically all they can do, and I need that space, and then start moving stuff around. Here we go. Hey mama, how's your babies? Keeping you busy? 3 very energetic baby boys. All right, back to work. All right, so there's my approximate line. This is going to be the edge, I guess you'd say, of the cages. So these cages are 3 foot deep front to back, 4 foot wide. So my plan is to move them as little as I need to, because they are quite heavy and awkward, but to move them over so they're in line with this. And then my plan is to have them actually open on the other side. That way, as the sun comes in from the west, especially like it is right now in the afternoon, they have a little bit of shade from their the roof center. So anyway, that's what we're doing next. All right, so I was going to put all these up on cinder blocks, like I had the one over here, and then realized, you know what? The legs on them still work. They're not going to be here that long. Why bother? So I'll go ahead and leave this one on cinder blocks. I may cut some 2x4s just so that they're all the same height, and I can use those cinder blocks elsewhere. My plan right now, if I go back to the back of the greenhouse here, is that there will be a 4-foot wide bed along the back wall of the greenhouse, and then from here, that entire line to the door will be a path, probably between 2 and 4 foot wide. I'll probably aim for 4 and then let stuff kind of spill over into the path. So I'll have a 6-foot area on both sides that are entirely clear of anything other than plants, weed block fabric and plants. So the only other thing I've got to do with these cages, get them a little bit better aligned just so that they look nicer. And then I do want to put some blocks, wood boards on the side of this. I don't want them to be able to see each other, and I'd like them to have a little bit more shelter. I think that was part of the issue when my Dargent here, sorry, not Dargent, my New Zealand. I think when she was giving birth before, I think all of the openness around her cage spooked her. So that's going to be our next project, and then see where we go from there. I have my path cages set up like I wanted. The boys are still going to be out here for now. They will be the first to be moved out, and I'm hoping that's going to be in the next couple of weeks. That'll open up this front area. All three girls have their big cages, big enough for them and their babies here. And I've got my area on the side here that I can do my 6 feet of weed block fabric. Moved everything out of this other corner and side. So this is the first area that I'll start with the weed block fabric. I would like to do it the entire distance of this. So I may actually move the cages over a little bit further to the left there. Because I'd like to be able to do this entire run at once. I'm going to have to take out all of the straw and the bedding and all that stuff that's on the ground there in the pile, because I will be doing the weed block fabric and I burn the holes with the torch. So I don't need anything flammable piled up underneath the weed block. But last thing I did add some black plastic to the backs and sides of the cages so that none of the does can see each other. Anyway, I think that'll about do it for today. That was the big thing, was to get this done. I did put the nest box in for the Argent. She is, let's see, day 28 is Monday. So I usually put it in day 26. I've been pretty consistent day 28 to day 29, last couple of litters, except for this one here. She had them on day 32. That litter of 4 that she had a month ago. So anyway, going to be it for this one, but we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.